Hello, welcome to my student support system. In today's class of child health nursing, we will study about a blood disorder that is hemophilia. This lecture is in English, and if you want to study in Hindi, just click on I button and you will get link of Hindi lecture. Or you can visit directly to my channel, my student support system. What is hemophilia? Hemophilia is a rare blood disorder in which blood doesn't clot normally because it lacks sufficient blood clotting factors. If someone have hemophilia, he or she may bleed for a longer time after an injury than a normal person would if his blood clotted normally. People with hemophilia have low level of either factor A or factor 9. These are two factors which help in blood clotting. The severity of hemophilia depends upon the amount of these blood clotting factor present in the blood. The lower the amount of the factor is more likely that the client will bleed more and the condition will be severe. What are the causes of hemophilia? Hemophilia is a genetic disorder. It runs in families because it is gene linked. Hemophilia is caused by mutation or changes in one of the gene that provide instruction for making the clotting factors, a protein needed for blood clotting. This change or mutation can prevent the clotting protein from working properly. These genes are located on the X chromosome. Males have only one X chromosome and one Y chromosome, XY, and females have two X chromosomes, X and X. Male inherit the X chromosome from their mother and Y chromosome from their father, and females inherit one X chromosome from the mother and another X chromosome from father. The X chromosome may contain defective gene and that is not present on Y chromosome. So the factor, clotting factor which are formed, this information is only on the X chromosome. So if it is missing, then the client will be hemophilic. Thus the males have the disease, hemophilia. But if we see in the females, they may have this clotting factor missing from one X chromosome, but another X chromosome may have the gene which provide information for making protein. So there will be no proper hemophilia. They will be only carrier because one chromosome is sufficient for making factors, clotting factors. Females can also have hemophilia when both the X chromosome are defective, but this condition is very rare. Here we can understand it in better way that if father is hemophilic and mother is not hemophilic and she is not a carrier, so there will be the chances of that both sons will be healthy without hemophilia, because this X chromosome will meet to this Y chromosome and son will be without hemophilia, and here this X chromosome will meet to this Y chromosome and son will be without hemophilia, but their daughters, here this X chromosome will meet to this chromosome, so daughter will be carrier, because one chromosome is defective and one is healthy. And here this girl, if this chromosome X attaches with this, combines with this X chromosome, then X and Y, and again daughter is carrier. So the conclusion will be the all daughters will be carrier and all sons will be healthy. In another scenario, when father is healthy, no hemophilia, and mother is carrier, then what will be the condition? Here this X chromosome will meet to this X chromosome, then daughter will be carrier, and this chromosome will combine with this chromosome, so daughter will be healthy. So 25% of daughter will be healthy and 25% may be having as a carrier, while 25% son will be healthy because this Y chromosome is healthy and this X chromosome is healthy. But when this Y chromosome combines with this X chromosome, then the male child, or 25% of male child, will be having hemophilia. In another scenario, we can understand that if father is hemophilia and mother is carrier, then what will be the condition? Here, this Y chromosome, if combined with this X chromosome, so male child will be there and there will be no hemophilia. So 25% chances are there that male child will have no hemophilia. But if this Y chromosome combines with this X chromosome, then 25% son will be having hemophilia. And if this X chromosome combines with this X chromosome, so 25% daughters will also have hemophilia. Here, the daughter will also have hemophilia because both X chromosomes are defective. And another remaining 25% daughters will be carrier if this X chromosome combines with this X chromosome. So in this way, the chances of healthy baby is only 25%. In another scenario, when both are hemophilic, here 100% children will be having hemophilia. Okay, so the hemophilic parents needs counseling based on these scenarios. Now we come to classification of hemophilia. There are several different types of hemophilias, but the most common are hemophilia A and hemophilia B. Hemophilia A is also known as classic hemophilia. This type is caused by lack of decrease in clotting factor 8. And hemophilia B, also known as Christmas disease, this type is caused by lack of or decrease in clotting factor 9. What sign and symptoms appear due to hemophilia? Common symptom of hemophilia includes bleeding into joints. This can cause swelling, pain, tightness in the joint, and often affects knee, elbow, and ankles. Bleeding into the skin, which is bruising, muscles, soft tissue causing a buildup of blood in the area, which is also known as hematoma, bleeding of the mouth and gum, and nose bleeding, that is hard to stop, frequent nose bleeding, gum bleeding, and the bleeding that is hard to stop after tooth extraction, bleeding after having injections such as vaccination, bleeding in the head of an infant after difficult delivery, blood in the urine, stool, epistaxis, etc. So, what will be the diagnostic investigations? Diagnosis includes screening test and clotting factor test. Screening tests are the blood tests which show that blood is clotting properly or not. And if it is not clotting, then we go for factor assay and find out which factor is missing and which type of hemophilia is there. Treatment. The best way to treat hemophilia is to replace the missing blood clotting factor so that blood can clot properly. This is typically done by injecting treatment products. These are called clotting factor concentrates into person's vein, means IV it is given. If clotting factor 8 is missing, then clotting factor 8 concentrates are injected, and if clotting factor 9 is missing, then factor 9 concentrates are injected. Some patients will need regular replacement therapy in order to prevent bleeding. This is called prophylactic therapy, and some persons receive demand therapy. It is a treatment which is given after bleeding begins and remains uncontrollable. So this is the treatment of hemophilia. Now, living with hemophilia, there is no way to cure hemophilia, but there are ways to reduce the risk of excessive bleeding and to protect joints. These includes regular exercise, avoiding certain medications like aspirin, NSAIDs, heparin, which are blood thinners, and practicing good dental hygiene, preventing injury during shaving or other outdoor activities. So dear students, for watching such videos, you can subscribe the channel My Student Support System. You can like the Facebook page My Student Support System, and for making your notes, you can visit Blogger mynursingstudents.blogspot.com. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and join Facebook group Nursing Notes. Thank you. Have a nice day.